Liechtenstein have qualified for their first ever Euros. We started this journey 10 seasons ago with Nations League disappointment and ranked 198th in the world. But now we have made it to a major tournament. So how will we perform on our Euros debut? And if you're new around here, well, welcome. I'm DG, and on this channel we love managing obscure clubs and minnow nations. Here is a reminder of the groups for this tournament, and here is our squad, mainly made up of FC Vaduz players, with the odd wonder kid at a major European club. Now a challenge here for regular viewers: take a look at this squad again, and see if you can spot two major pieces of news, one affecting the national side, and the other a massive coup for FC Vaduz. Have you seen them yet? First, we have another FC Vaduz player who has taken up Liechtensteiner nationality. Alexander Jankovic is now part of the team, despite him seeing no benefit in taking Liechtensteiner nationality as recently as the last episode. Once the draw for the Euros was made, he suddenly had a change of heart, which is fantastic. Happy to have him in the team, but just a shame I drove him out of FC Vaduz when I thought he had rejected the national side. The other major piece of news is the return of an old favourite to FC Vaduz. No, not Lorenz Krauss, who's just spent a season on loan at Wolves from AC Milan. It's actually Fabio Burmester, who was looking to leave Mainz after they failed to get promoted back to the Bundesliga. So we negotiated a deal for him, £7.5 million plus add-ons, but we effectively got a 20% discount due to our future fee clause when we sold him to Mainz. So yeah, next season he will don an FC Vaduz shirt once again. Anyway, on to our preparations for the Euros, which began with defeat to Switzerland, this friendly having been organised and played before the Euros draw was made. We fared better in our next game, defeating Euro 2032 co-host Wales in Wales. Huge victories over Kosovo and Luxembourg followed, but our final warm-up game did not go so well, as we lost away to the other co-host nation, Scotland. Just a week later we would have to dust ourselves off for our Euros debut against Ireland. We would start with a full-strength side, Jankovic partnering Ishik in defensive midfield, and Krauss, Burmester, Olner and Brahma in attack. With Portugal having won earlier in the day, a result here in our Euros debut would put us in a great position. But despite our stacked attack, the first half started slowly. That is until we got this corner. The play was scrappy as the ball went in and out of the box. We feared the sudden counter-attack, but no. Despite carrying a knock, FC Vaduz returnee Burmester persevered and fed the ball to Hans Brahma 1-0. Our joy was short-lived though, as Ireland came for us right from the restart. Burmester was involved with a last-ditch tackle but couldn't win the ball, and it came through to Adam Ida. 1-1 at half-time, and it would not stay that way for long as Ireland broke down the left early in the second half and Troy Parrott gave them the lead. We almost went 3-1 down from this vicious free kick. Changes were needed, especially as Burmester was struggling with a knee injury. We had a great chance with 7 minutes to go as Brahma hit the post, but that was it as we lost 2-1. And after the game came the news that Burmester would be out for the rest of the group stage and possibly the tournament. Not the best news to have for the national side, or for FC Vaduz, who have just broken their transfer record for him. Injuries and fatigue after a long season meant a rotated side took to the field against Switzerland, both sides looking to bounce back from opening day defeats. The first action of the day involved FC Vaduz youngster Willie, who was tripped on the edge of the area, but a VAR review deemed the contact was outside the box. And that was it in a thrilling first half. Schliak made himself the hero around the hour mark, keeping us in it with a pair of fine saves from a free kick and from a corner, and then this confident catch. He was added again a few minutes later as Switzerland really started to pile on the pressure. We made a triple sub, including the massive call of taking off the ineffective Krauss for Fabian Schreck. We were now getting closer to a historic point, but Switzerland were determined to ruin our day, and on 84 minutes the deadlock was finally broken. Even VAR couldn't save us this time, and that was defeat number 2. So all that remained for us now was to try and beat Portugal. The Portuguese media were quick to write us off, but Fabian Schreck remained optimistic. We switched to a 4-3-3 for this one, looking to catch our more illustrious opponents on the hop. We were the ones almost caught on the hop early on as Portugal went for it right from kickoff. Timo Schliak producing another fine save to spare early embarrassment. In fact, we had to survive an early onslaught as Portugal created several chances in the opening 3 minutes, and we were clinging on. The game settled down after that, and we even crafted a chance of our own on the half hour, Brahma getting behind the defence, but shooting over. 0-0 at half time, very respectable. Another chance came our way early in the second half, some great play on the left flank and cutting into the centre, but a very speculative shot from Kraus. I do now worry that he is just a shadow of the player we dreamed he would become. We held out until the hour mark, Portugal finally taking the lead with this fine strike from Vitinha. But we did not crumble. On 74 minutes, a great steal from Corner set up a counter-attack. With the ball coming to Pascal Olner on the left, he floated in across towards Jankovic, and the header was just over. We won't be getting many better chances than that. Or will we? With 5 minutes to go, Block won the ball and sent it to Ballesteros, who ran down the flank, hit in a low cross for Achilles. 1-1. So late in the game, and that was enough to secure Liechtenstein's first ever point at a major final. We may not have won a match, and we may have come bottom of our group, but we come away with our heads held high after 2 narrow defeats and a point against 3 teams ranked much higher than us, which saw us climb into the... Wait a minute, who the hell is this vice-captain? I have literally never seen this player before in my life. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. As I was saying, that performance at the Euros saw us rise to 98th in the world rankings, breaking into the top 100 for the first time. A new high for the national team indeed. Let's see how much higher we can go next time in Nations League Division B.